Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. What you see here are 3 Korean Evodea trees. I can't recall if they're from last year's seed or from the seed I started the year before. I don't think I started seed the year before. I think these might be last year's. So this goes to show how they can grow if you give them room. The one here on the right being the tallest, it's probably over 3 feet, and it's put on probably a foot of growth. I think that's a foot of growth if you go to the tip here this spring so far in the lean-to. Now what I'm getting ready to do is to repot some of these that are taking a hit because they do not like to be root bound. And I have a couple in here that, in addition to being root bound, I think I stressed them, heat stressed them. I had them up on the bench, and that mat, it wasn't on, it's just that it absorbs the heat. And so you can see here, there's 2 in this pot, but it's put out some growth on the side here. And this here, it looked nice, and then it's dying back. So I want to get these into individual larger, I don't know if these are trade gallon pots or whatever. This one here is probably getting ready to take a hit. The roots are massive. It had grown into a pot next to it, and the pot next to it grew into it. So yeah, they don't need to up-pot these, and I'm gonna have to get my razor blade here, and I'm just gonna have to cut this out. And like I said, put it in a larger pot like these here. They seem to like this for a while. And you know, I had some expectations that the one that I have in ground outside, which is probably 6 feet, might bloom this year, but probably not. It's going to be like a waiting period like I had with the hardy kiwi. One video that I see on YouTube that gives you a sense of when the tree might bloom. There's a guy that's got a video and says, he introduces it as, "This is my 5-year-old Korean Evodea tree." And the base of the tree, it's a lot thicker than the one that I have in the ground. Once you get them in the ground, they're quick growers. I have sold some of these on eBay, and the people said that they've taken off. So yeah, if the guy says he's got a 5-year-old tree, he might have put it in the ground himself 5 years ago, and who knows how old of a tree it was when he purchased it. So yeah, now I'm thinking that, although, you know, because he says it's a 5-year-old tree does not mean that, now that I think about it, does not mean that it didn't bloom the year before at 4 years old. He just starts the video off as, "This is my 5-year-old Korean Evodea tree, and the bees are going crazy for the blooms. They're all over the tree." So yeah, I didn't think about that. It could be, you know, who knows, maybe when he purchased the tree, it bloomed the following year. So I didn't think about it that way. So yeah, let me get these stressed ones into larger pots so that I don't lose them. I had a bunch of these outside. I overwintered them, but I had them in the greenhouse outside underneath the plexiglass sections on the roof that I had installed, so they didn't get any moisture. They did get snow on when it was snowy and windy, and then I think they ended up being freeze dried because they dried out, and before I caught it, you know, I watered them, they didn't make it, and I kicked myself because they were the healthier ones that I had from the first time I started these seeds. And I lost like 4 trees that were about this size. So, you know, all the effort I put into growing the seeds, I might as well try to save as many of these as possible. Yeah, so hopefully I can just cut this out if I score some roots. See how root bound that is? So definitely a strong grower. You just need to see the roots are all wrapped around itself. That's not good for any plant. So that came off. I don't know, you know, at this stage here with these larger roots, I don't know if I should just cut these. Yeah, so I'll get that into this pot here. I think this actually, I noticed some of these old plants coming up, and I'm wondering if those were seeds that did not come up for whatever reason last year, and sort of looking like the Korean Evodea tree seedlings. So I'm going to take one of these filters. They help keep the soil from falling out of these holes. Now, I don't know if you bury these, if they'll grow roots. You bury them deeper than what they're at right now. I don't think so. So I'll try to keep them at the same level. That's probably good right there. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if my oldest, largest tree is going to show, or is going to have any flowers this year. So I'll get back to you, I'll do the other ones, and then I'll document what they look like, so if they make it and improve, we can see the improvement. So this one here, I'm going to separate these two. The one on the right looks worse than the other one that looks like it's trying to make a comeback, and they're really intermingled. So, wow. Looks like it broke a root off of this one here right on the side. So, it's nice and green though. So, yeah. So, I'm listening in the background, I realize what I haven't missed all winter, and that's the leaf blowers are out again. So it's good to know that even in times of crisis, the leaf blowers are out. It's very important to not have any loose debris on your property. Other rant. So yeah, let's see if what these two do with some extra room to spread out. Okay, so these are the ones that I repotted, and the best looking one is this one here, but these little two small ones were in the same size pot with one of these larger ones. So today is Thursday, March 26th. Yeah, sorry for the background noise, there's construction going on in the neighborhood. And yeah, these other ones, I better start listing them on eBay. just multiple plants. I'm not going to separate these. Like there's a small one right there with 2 large ones. I already have like, some of these have 6 inches of growth, 8 inches of growth, and they're just root bound. And either up potted or I can't plant all of these. It could be Johnny Appleseed. Go around planting these throughout the state of Massachusetts, I guess. But yeah, this is New England gardening, and just decided to put some effort real quick since a bunch of these Korean Evodea trees I started from seed last year started to look like they were taking a hit. They're waking up in spring, but then it just they get overstressed when they're root bound, and they are root bound, as you saw from some of the plants. But you can also see what they do when they have plenty of room to grow. And maybe the one in the ground will give me some flowers. I'll definitely be making a video on it if it does, because if I have bees in the fall, they'll probably be all over those flowers if in fact it does bloom. So let me stop the video there. Thanks for watching.